it's once in a lifetime.
Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Miami Marlins.
This is beyond you. You deserve more. I promise you I'm not playing games like a sport. If you open up and let me in, you won't regret it. Baby, it's your world, and I'm just living in it. Let me
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
So many things that I need to show. No half truths, only unveiling proof.
Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Ryan Weathers. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Just missed. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. That one misses. Nope. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Mookie Betts at the plate now. That's ball one. That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Squirts away a little bit. Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner on the go. Hit on the ground to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Here's the tag, and he's out. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Will Smith.
Boog, his batting average is on the rise right now. He's hitting over 350 over the last 10 ball games, and you can see the confidence that he's carrying around just watching him walk to the plate.
There's the strike. Ohtani matched a homer in his last game. In the air on the infield, Wagaman makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Freddie Freeman in the box now. No balls and a strike. Out to short. And that is that. One left for LA. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today on the hill, number 70. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher, so it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring. Up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Xavier Edwards leading things off and takes a strike. High fly ball out into left center field. Hernandez makes the play, and there's one down. J.D. Martinez stands in.
Batting second, the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Martinez, a former All-Star, batting second in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-1. Stowers with a homer in his last game. In the air out to center. Ruiz makes his way towards it, snags it on the run, and that is the third out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That one down the line, and foul ball. That's in there. 0-2. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Bill Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter-friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Will Smith now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Line drive. Sanoa brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Liner, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
Tommy Edman stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That one outside, and that is ball 1. Upstairs.
1 strike.
This to third, and that's a fair ball. Pages on his way to third. Coming home. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Kike Hernandez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And it's through for a hit. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the second, and here's the rookie catcher, Agustin Ramirez. And that's fouled off. And the pitch. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Cona. And the first offering is not close. And there's a foul ball. In the air, left field. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. And there's a ball.
1-0.
And that's way high.
No strike.
And it's 2-0. And that one clips the corner. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. His 9th homer of the year, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
Well, there goes the shutout. Just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So up next, Davison De Los Santos. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Foul ball. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. And it remains 2-2. That one missed.
3-2.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him. So that one has to feel good. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Edman. Over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Marlins get one back thanks to this solo homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Ryan Weathers will get back to work. Just missed. And a foul ball. Turns and fires the Betts. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Sanoha on the move. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's one down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Pulls that one foul.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
That one misses, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. 2 outs, bases empty. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that ball is out of here.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Hernandez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Two outs. Fouled off left side. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. High fly ball out to left field. And that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now, Javier Zanoja.
Javier Zanoja.
Swinging a foul straight back. Outside. And the count even 1-1.
Ball inside.
Into left center for a base hit. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. But man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Edwards at the plate and takes high there. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting.
And here is J.D. Martinez. Tried to left his first time. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Man at second. That one misses.
That's the ball.
And that's ball one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Stowers. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. There's the strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2-1.
Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third.
Ball 3.
Squirts away a little bit.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Agustin Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. That one ripped. Ruiz makes the catch. That is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Smith in his 6th season, 29 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. That clips the zone, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball. This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conine. Inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Marlins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats. And
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
And the batter now, Connor Norby. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tags the runner for 1, and no throw. He's into first easily. Here's the third baseman, Davison De Los Santos. Doubled in his first AB. Now snap throw to first, and he's back safely.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
On the ground. And it's just foul. That was close. And that one is inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Norby, the runner at second with 1 away. Ripped to short. Tags the runner. And at the plate for Miami, Eric Wagaman. He's 0 for 1. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll touch them all. It's 4-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja. First pitch misses. Out towards right center field, Pajes. Sizing this one up, hauls it in to end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Miami, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's Kike Hernandez. Right through there for a strike. Next offering way off the plate. Just missed. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That's a little bit low. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Fouled off. He was late. 1 out, bases empty. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Now
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. That one out to right. Konai sizes this one up. And that's the 3rd out. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Alex Vesia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards.
For the Marlins,
0 for 2 in this one.
Xavier Edwards.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. And a quick out, number 1. Here is J.D. Martinez. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, left side. Hernandez under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Hernandez settles underneath it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Weathers back to work. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. And that is out of play. Outside low. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ohtani with a swing. High fly ball driven deep to right. That's back. Gone way up into the upper deck.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Freeman stands in here. Takes ball 1 low. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogie's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ryan Weathers won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm. New pitcher for the Marlins, Ronnie Enriquez.
Ronnie Enriquez.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike one. And that one is inside ball one. To the right side, Norby. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball one. Falling behind 2-1. Back up the, that got him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Next to hit, Andy Pajes. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Tied at 4. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 3-1. On the ground to third, but that rolls foul. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. He's in there. Here's Kike Hernandez. That's to third. In plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Agustin Ramirez. That one fouled off.
You know, these Marlins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Throw on to Freeman. 1 up, 1 down.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Konai, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That's hard hit in the line. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside low, and it's 1-1. That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay in there safely.
In there.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that knock was all about his approach and that willingness to just let the ball get deep on it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Got him. Huge strikeout there. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. Just missed.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. They keep a big threat off the bases. Huge in a tie game like this. 1 out. Betts in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And Mookie takes. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And that one missing low. Next offering is in for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Gets to it on to first. In time for the 2nd out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Sanoha makes the catch, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Well, you see the ERA is very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Wagamy, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Tied at 4. Foul ball, still 0-2. Here's a high chopper. Hernandez tosses to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Javier Sanoha.
Here's the center fielder, Javier Sanoha. Yates, multi-time All-Star, 37 years young, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Anthony Banda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Diaz warming up as well. Out to center. Ruiz has this one sized up, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Xavier
Edwards, the next up for the Marlins.
Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what
Outside with a breaking ball. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. The shortstop takes the ball.
Strike.
Two down, nobody on. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And Martinez.
made up my mind to take a better stand.
Pickoff throw.
He's
And he's
safe.
back in safely. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. And the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Yates, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Next pitch is outside.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching for.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Anthony Bender. And here's Freddie Freeman.
Bender.
This one smoked out to left. Makes the grab. One away.
Great swing of the bat right there, trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Hernandez, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new
2
baseball.
balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And the count is filled up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. He goes down looking. Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 3. In there at the knees. 0-1.
0-1.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Alexis Diaz. And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's 1 away. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball. Zips it to first. And there's 2 away. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. 2 outs. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Now this is in the air down the line. Pajes under it. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Back here in Miami, and now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Bender back to work. Called strike right there. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes...
Wagaman to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Go ahead run on base. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Just missed. Next offering is down low.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth. Strike 3, got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Ruiz at the plate now, and that's inside. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Here's Mookie Betts now. Golden opportunity right here. That is upstairs for ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his...
Ground ball left side, could be 2. To Norby at second for 1. Double play. And that's... Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Tanner Scott. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Norby swings through it for strike 1.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Number 33,
Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered here in this one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. And now the center fielder, Javier Sanoja. Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
They call this batter a gamer because he always seems to perform better when it matters most. Who doesn't want a guy like that on your team?
Trying to send this to extra innings.
Nope,
and
that's
takes
down.
low for ball 1. Bounced up the middle. They kept the force. That's the 3rd out. And we're
Now pitching for
back
the
now.
Marlins.
So the go-ahead
Number
run in
38.
scoring position. And now here's the Dodgers designated
Yeah,
hitter,
okay.
Shohei Ohtani. In there at the knees, it's 0-1. And fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That one carrying. And that ball is gone.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. That's in there. Strike 1. Tinoco, the tall righty, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and that's the 1st out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in extra innings. And a big swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
That misses. 2-2. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Pitching for
Back
the
here in
Dodgers.
extras. And
Number
runner in scoring
46.
position, no outs.
Anthony.
Now the number 2 hitter, J.D. Martinez. Out front, rip foul. Tying run at the plate. Hard liner. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Stowers. 0 for 4, 3 flyouts and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away. Marlins down to their final out. And here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. And now it's even up. Fought off foul. The Marlins down to their final strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And they trail by 1. So 2 down. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 4 with a double. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. 6.